We're at the State House today because yesterday morning, members of the House of Representatives just did something big for housing. Along with the Economic Development Bill, they included something called YIGBY, Yes in God's Backyard. And to find out a little bit more about that, talking to
I'm Eric Shupin. I'm the CEO of CHAPA, Citizens Housing and Planning Association.
and so you're one of the biggest forces behind this bill. Tell us in a nutshell, what's it about? What is it trying to do?
Sure. So, CHAPA, we've worked with a coalition of housing advocates, of faith-based leaders, of community organizations to advocate for YIGBY, Yes in God's Backyard. And this would help build homes that we need in Massachusetts on land owned by churches and other religious institutions, and allowing that by right. By saying if a church has a piece of property that they want to build housing on, and they include a certain amount of affordable housing, they can build that by right and both serve their community, continuing serving their neighbors, while also helping address our housing shortage here in Massachusetts.
So one of the organizations that's been a powerhouse behind the YIGBY bill and that's done a lot of these projects already is the Planning Office of Urban Affairs. And I'm here with President and CEO Bill Grogan.
Over our 55 plus years of existence, we've partnered with a lot of faith-based organizations in many communities across Massachusetts because they really see this as an opportunity to fulfill their mission requirements, respond to community needs, and generate some resources for their to continue their mission in other ways. One of the impediments to creating more housing are the zoning restrictions that we find in a lot of communities. Typically can take anywhere from 9 to 12 months and incur significant expense to work through the zoning process to advance in affordable housing or just a housing development project.
So now that the House has passed the YIGBY bill, the Yes in God's Backyard bill, all eyes are on the Senate, where Senator Brendan Crichton from Lynn, you've been the main proponent, the main sponsor of this bill. I know the Senate president has been pretty vocal this year about wanting to do something big on housing, and it looks like this is probably going to be the biggest thing to come out of Beacon Hill. Do you have any sense of when the Senate might take it up and sort of how your colleagues are feeling about this bill?
Certainly, we're getting towards the end of our session, so in the coming weeks, I expect the Senate to take up legislation related to housing production. I hope this is part of that. Certainly, in recent years, we've shown our commitment to making bold decisions, whether the MBTA Communities Act, ADUs, certainly investments in our housing stock. So this certainly is another tool in the toolbox that I think would go a long way in creating more housing and lowering the cost for our constituents.